Day 3 of the Sean Diddy Combs trial delivered a jaw-dropping turn that no one could have anticipated, not even those closely following the case. What began as a high-profile civil lawsuit has erupted into a full-blown media storm, fueled by raw emotion, celebrity involvement, and shocking revelations from inside the courtroom. Diddy, once known as the polished king of hip-hop and a mogul with a Midas touch, reportedly lost control, visibly unraveling before a packed courtroom. But that wasn't the only headline. In a surprising and powerful twist, his longtime rival, 50 Cent, publicly stood by Cassie, the woman at the center of the abuse allegations. This isn't just a court battle anymore, it's a cultural reckoning, and Day 3 might have just marked the beginning of the end for one of the most iconic names in entertainment. In today's video, we're diving deep into exactly what happened in court, how 50 Cent's unexpected support is reshaping public perception, and what this explosive day could mean for Diddy's legacy and future. Whether you support Cassie, stand by Diddy, or are simply trying to understand the drama unfolding, this is an update you don't want to miss.
I'm vivacious, eccentric, and I'm a Scorpio.
What's one misconception about you?
There are no misconceptions about me.
What's your biggest strength?
My belief in God.
The history behind the headlines. To understand the gravity of what's happening now, we need to rewind nearly 2 decades, back to the early 2000s, when Cassie Ventura first burst onto the scene with the chart-topping single Me and You Young, talented, and undeniably beautiful. She quickly became more than just a pop star. She was seen as Diddy's prod, muse, and eventually romantic partner. Their relationship spanned more than a decade. On the surface, it looked like a glamorous love story, 2 stars navigating the highs and lows of fame together. But according to Cassie's lawsuit filed in late 2023, the reality behind the scenes was anything but idyllic. Cassie alleges that Diddy exerted intense emotional control over her, manipulating her career choices, dictating her public image, and isolating her from industry peers and loved ones. The lawsuit paints a disturbing picture of a woman caught in a web of psychological and emotional abuse, silenced by fear, power imbalances, and the weight of Diddy's influence in the industry. As shocking as the allegations were, they were met with an eerie silence. While fans debated online, most celebrities and industry insiders said nothing, perhaps out of loyalty, fear, or uncertainty about where the truth lay. But by Day 3 of the trial, that silence shattered. Diddy's courtroom meltdown. Mayhem. That's the word many are using to describe what happened in the courtroom on Day 3. Tension was palpable before court even began. Security was visibly beefed up, uniformed officers lined the halls, and journalists arrived in droves, sensing something big was about to go down. Diddy arrived early, flanked by a team of high-profile attorneys. Dressed in a sharp navy suit, he looked calm, even stoic. But under the surface, observers said, he seemed unusually tense, his jaw clenched, eyes distant. Court proceedings began with cross-examination of witnesses tied to Cassie's legal team. The energy in the courtroom shifted the moment her lawyers presented a series of damning digital communications. Screens displayed screenshots of text messages, and voice recordings played out loud, allegedly capturing emotional manipulation, veiled threats, and language that painted a picture of a controlling and hostile relationship. As each message was read aloud, Diddy's body language shifted. His stillness turned to fidgeting. His breathing became shallow. He leaned forward, whispering to his attorneys. Then, in a moment that froze the courtroom, Diddy stood up, slamming his hand on the table and shouting. Witnesses say his outburst was loud, angry, and emotional. While it's unclear whether it was directed at the judge, Cassie's attorney, or the evidence itself, one thing is certain: it was unprofessional and shocking. 50 Cent's statement sends shockwaves. As if the courtroom chaos wasn't enough, things exploded online within hours, thanks to a post from one of hip-hop's most controversial figures. 50 Cent, rap legend, mogul, and longtime Diddy rival, broke his silence in a way that shocked everyone. On Instagram, he posted a photo of Diddy walking into court, overlaid with the caption, "Told y'all something was off." Salute to Cassie for standing up. Some people don't get exposed until it's too late. The post went viral in minutes. Thousands of comments poured in, some thanking 50 for speaking out, others speculating on whether this was genuine support or a calculated strike in their ongoing feud. But 50 wasn't done. Hours later, he posted again. If this was anybody else, people would have been canceled them. Stop protecting monsters just because they make hits. This post triggered a firestorm. Social media erupted with conversations, debates, and calls for other celebrities to speak up. Diddy's empire under fire. It's not just courtroom drama and celebrity beef. Diddy's entire empire is now under scrutiny. For decades, Diddy has cultivated a brand that transcends music, owning luxury vodka brands like Croc, launching Revolt TV, mentoring rising artists, and rubbing shoulders with political leaders and fashion icons. But cracks are starting to show. Since the lawsuit's filing, several brands associated with Diddy have quietly stepped back. Influencer campaigns have gone dark. Sponsored content has vanished from platforms. Retailers once proudly affiliated with his image are staying silent. A few sponsorships have been temporarily paused, according to insiders. This isn't cancel culture, it's risk management. In the wake of the Weinstein and R. Kelly cases, corporations are quicker to sever ties when allegations arise, especially when public opinion is volatile. And right now, public opinion is shifting fast. Online forums are flooded with stories, some personal, others anecdotal, about Diddy's behavior at events, parties, and behind the scenes. While not all of it is verified, the sheer volume is shaping a narrative that this may be just the tip of the iceberg.
What did you bring to Martha Stewart and Snoop's potluck?
Oh, I brought him some De Leon, the best tequila in the world.
What's a piece of advice you give to your 15-year-old love?
Love, take care of yourself.
What's next? So where does this go from here? Legal analysts predict more explosive days ahead. Cassie's team has more witnesses lined up, including, reportedly, former employees, music executives, and perhaps other women with similar experiences. Each new testimony could further damage Diddy's defense. Some believe a private settlement could be on the table. But with Cassie appearing determined to tell her story, and with public scrutiny now sky high, a quiet payout might not be enough. For Diddy, the challenge now isn't just legal, it's existential. Can he salvage his image, his legacy, and his empire in the face of mounting evidence and growing backlash? For Cassie, it's a fight for justice, not just for herself, but potentially for others who never had the platform or courage to speak. And for the rest of us, fans, followers, and observers, it's a moment to reconsider how power, fame, and silence intersect in the music industry. Day 3 of this trial wasn't just dramatic, it was transformative. From Diddy's shocking courtroom meltdown to 50 Cent's unexpected alliance with Cassie, the narrative has shifted in real time. What was once a private legal dispute has become a public confrontation, a clash between truth, power, and accountability. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you think Diddy's courtroom outburst was a moment of stress or something more revealing? Is 50 Cent genuinely supporting a survivor, or just using the spotlight to hit an old enemy? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's have that conversation, respectfully, truthfully, and with empathy. And if you're here for honest updates, deep dives, and no sugarcoating, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. We're committed to bringing you the facts behind the headlines. Until next time, stay informed, stay bold, and remember, the truth always rises.